La Carlota is a municipality of small settlements in the southern half of Spain near Córdoba. In 2005, it had 11,488 inhabitants, and in 2018, just over 14,000, all living in a predominantly rural area measuring some 80 square kilometers, 31 square miles. Government and locality. La Carlota is 30 kilometers, 19 miles, from the provincial capital city of Córdoba and is governed as a province of that city. Yet the area has had a curious history, which means that it is today divided into 11 districts, the village municipality of La Carlota and 10 smaller departments or hamlets. These departments are 1st Department, La Paz, 2nd Department, Los Algarbes, EY and Sierra Morena. This grand project established 3 main settlement areas, La Carolina, Jaén, La Carlota, Córdoba, and La Louisiana, Seville. The aim of this colonization was on the one hand protect the stagecoach traffic from petty banditry, and on the other hand to once again establish productive farms. About 6,000 German and Flemish Catholic settlers, plus some Catalans and Valencians, came as new settlers. Of those 6,000 colonists, approximately 1,600 settled in Carlota. This is why Central European surnames and ethnic features and characteristics are common among the inhabitants, and why pork stew and sausages boiled in wine are favorite local dishes. Settlers were given 28 bushels of farmland, a house, household animals such as dogs, suitable agricultural implements, and tax exemption for 10 years. As well as influence from German and Flemish settlers, there also followed a significant French influence, which led to the local administrative form of having departments instead of villages. For the same reason, the street plans of most of the main La Carlota settlement and nearly all of its villages have grids of roads and lanes set at right angles. An early history of the district is by Fernández Cabezas, en La Retaguardia. Colección de Crónicas de la Carlota, Córdoba, Imprenta a Santos, 1937. There was also a special issue of the Boletín de la Real Academia de Córdoba, Bulletin of the Royal Academy of Córdoba, No. 88, 1968, devoted to the history of the foundation of the new towns and villages, which introduced historians to a series of conferences held on the topic. A substantial and accessible modern book on the history of the district was published in 2014, Las Raíces de la Tierra. La Aventura de los Colonos, The Roots of the Earth, Adventures of the Settlers, by the poet and short story author J.J. Muger. The author's fiction and poetry also features the area as a setting. The writer, poet and diarist Juan Bernier, 1911–1990, was born and raised in La Carlota. His Poesia Completa, Complete Poetry, was published as a book in 2011, Recreation. 6 kilometers to the north is Spain's longest Via Verde, or railway path in English. This former railway line, closed in 1970, gently rolls across the countryside through fields of sunflowers and olive groves for over 90 kilometers, 56 miles. It runs between the southwest edge of Córdoba and Marchena in Seville. The Via Verde is most visited by tourists in the springtime when wildflowers abound and electricity. Bicycles are now extending the types of weather in which the path can be enjoyed as a cyclist. In recent years, a number of off-road hiking trails have been tested and mapped by Ramarvid, including 6 around La Carlota and 3 from La Chica Carlota. Further afield, some 30 kilometers, 19 miles, away to the north are the southern parts of the Parque Natural Sierra de Hornachuelos, a national park that is one of the best conserved areas of Mediterranean riverine upland forest in which oaks predominate. Some 90 kilometers, 56 miles, to the south is the nearest seaside resort and coastline, at Malaga. Cultural events Cabalgata de los Reyes Magos, January 5th. La Candelaria, February 1st and 2 Dia de Andalucía, February 28th Feria del Libro, April 24th Fiesta del Dia de la Cruz, Feria y Fiestas de Aldea Quintana. Décimo Departamento, Recomendada, Todas las ferias de la zona comienzan con esta, May 3rd Romeria de San Isidro, May 15th San Pedro o San Pablo, Feria y Fiestas de Monte Alto, June 29th Feria y Fiestas de La Paz, July 1st Dia de la Colonización, July 5th. 3rd Department Monte Alto 4th Department, Arrecife 5th Department, El Garibado 6th Department, La Chica Carlota. Its former name was Petite Carlota, 1768. 7th Department, Las Pinedas 8th Department, El Rinconcillo 9th Department, Fuencubierta. Mercado Colono Local, second weekend of July Feria y Fiesta de los Algarbes, July 16th Santiago Apostol, Feria y Fiestas de El Garibado, July 25, Día de la Virgen de Los Angeles, Feria y Fiestas de las Pinedas, August 2, Virgen del Tránsito y Virgen de Agosto, Feria y Fiestas de la Chica Carlota y el Rinconcillo respectivamente, August 15, Verbena del Emigrant, August 28. Feria y Fiestas de la Fuencubierta, August 30, Fiestas del Santísimo Cristo de la Misericordia, September 14 to 17, Fiesta de la Virgen del Rosario, Patrona de la Carlota, October 7. Día de la Constitución, December 6. The Día de la Colonización, Day of the Colonists, is celebrated each the 5th of July and marks the arrival of the new and hardy colonists from Northern Europe. There is a cultural festival, an 18th-century market, and a contest for flamenco dancers. 10th Department, Aldea Quintana La Carlota borders the province of Seville to the west and south, and to the north is the town of Guadalcazar. Terrain and weather. La Carlota is located in the Cordoban countryside, well southwest of the large regional capital of Córdoba, and it occupies part of the alluvial valley of the river Guadalquivir and an area of its quaternary terraces. This means that La Carlota and La Chica Carlota are sited astride and alongside large streams that come down from the Guadalquivir River and the mountains to the north. The terrain of the countryside is soft and gently rolling and without extreme slopes, though mountains may be glimpsed on the far horizons. The main economic activity is agriculture and traditional products: dry cereals, olive groves, vineyards, sunflowers, sugar beet, and cotton. The production of certain high-value types of fresh agricultural produce is favored due to easy access to urban con. Summers in two provincial capitals. High-speed internet is ubiquitous, and as automated, robotic, and low-water precision agricultural techniques advance, this factor may also become important for future agricultural production. The area has weather that is typical of the area, sharing inland Spain's very high temperatures in summer. The winters are deemed semi-frias or semi-cold by local people, although visitors from Northern Europe might find them rather pleasant. There is, of course, a level of aridity in the area. There is little annual rainfall exceeding 600 millimeters, and this leaves an annual deficit in the hydrological balance. History. The populations resident here in prehistoric, ancient Roman and medieval times are amply discussed in D. Antonio Martínez Castro's PhD thesis, El Poblamiento desde la Antigüedad a la Edad Moderna en la subcomarca cordobesa de las Nuevas Poblaciones. El ejemplo de la Carlota. La Carlota was founded in 1767. King Charles III of Spain wished to colonize some depopulated areas of the Guadalquivir Valley.